by a 7.747 and come every month if they're married to see them. And sometimes they were, actually most of the time they were single. It was not women who traveled in the desert and rode or sailed in ships to the farthest. And they did not have a means of coming. It took them months to reach other places to share them with others. It took them several years to stay, to establish the faith, and some lived there permanently. How could they preserve their chastity and have a family in a society that is just being introduced to Islam? So maybe that was also an interim solution that helped them also. We're not saying haram now, nobody can say haram or forbidden or something that Allah has permitted, but we have to understand that context as well. And finally, we come to the final question. Is there a difference between the prohibition of a Muslim woman initiating marriage with a person of the people of the book who is not a Muslim, because that means a Muslim woman should only marry a Muslim? Is there a difference of initiating that marriage versus continuing marriage? If a Muslim woman was married to a person, let's say, who is a Jew or Christian, she accepted Islam, but he hasn't, and that's the freedom. There's no compulsion. This era, since you became I became Muslim, you must. No, this is a freedom of choice, a freedom of conscience. It is the same. Most people thought that there is an ijma' or unanimity in terms of opinion of the scholars that there is no distinction between the two. In fact, there is. That issue is a very, very important issue, especially for Muslims living in the West. And the fact that actually its relevance is testified to by the fact that the great majority of those who accept Islam in the West, surprisingly, are women. And in spite of all the negative propaganda about Islam oppressing women and so on, even writers like Ibn Haddad, a Christian Syrian, himself admits that fact. And he said that there must be some reason why they said that Islam was not really moving from liberation to oppression, that Islam indeed for women, as they saw it, is real liberation for them. In any case, the difference here is that the issue, because of its sensitivity and vitality in the West, was presented in a major meeting of the European Council of Fatwa and Research, which is composed predominantly, almost all except for two da'is with some experience of life in the West, but not scholars. The rest are scholars, specialists, mostly senior scholars of Islamic scholars recognized worldwide. And it was not just sitting down and coming up with a fatwa. They were, prior to the meeting, several months before, several scholars were commissioned to write very deep research papers, and various papers were presented on that topic, and the conclusion was that if a Muslim woman, a woman who was, for example, Christian or Jew, accepts Islam, and she feels that her husband is not interfering with her practice, or her assurance is there, and that's more important, because that's not a rule in itself. It's not generalization. But the more important reason is that if she is hoping that sometimes he might, on his own, just take their time. Many people take their time. I think some people take years from even the moment that they say, maybe I'd like to be a Muslim. It might take some of them years. Islam is not to push people. And if she has that hope that she might turn around and find the positive thing in Islam, that she may continue to live with it. Some people might think that this is a new issue. It is not. If you check, one of them is a thick book by Dr. Jalea, who is a specialist in Hadith, Dr. Abdullah Jalea, a very well-known scholar in Britain. And others, Sheikh Qaradawi also has a research paper on this, that they have been opinions that were stressed even to the earlier people, even to Sahaba, some of the Sahaba like Ali ibn Umar radiallahu anhu, even some famous Salafi scholar, and emphasize this because some people will think that they follow the Salafi approach, that this is totally. One of the mashayikh, the big figures of Salafi, is Ibn al-Qayyim, because he's a student of the icon of Salafism, Ibn Taymiyyah, Shaykh al-Islam. And he has 9 different interpretations on that particular. So to conclude again, there is no distinction whatsoever, or no difference of opinion among scholars past or present, at least those who are knowledgeable in Sharia, that a Muslim woman who is not married yet initiates marriage to a person who is not a Muslim, whether people of the book or not. Yet, based on a Sharia rule also that the scholars derive, that there may be sometimes exemption or relaxation in continuity that is not given in initiating. So initiating marriage is forbidden, but to continue the marital relationship in that case, even with a Christian or Jewish husband, is permissible. I'm not in a position, after all this long khutbah, speaking fast even to make it short, but to give me Allah to do all this related that we get into any details of that. It would be a whole khutbah actually, or examine at least some of the evidence to that. I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to teach us what is beneficial to us and make us also benefit from this knowledge and be wise in understanding without getting out of the basic boundaries of the permanent aspects of Sharia.